Hey everybody, it's John Anthony Chihawk Soltero, and I am here with an update on the Bubba Patrol issue 2. So on Monday, which also happened to be day 1000 of no alcohol for me, I submitted I submitted the book to RA Direct, or RA Comics Direct, to have the Bubba Patrol printed. On Tuesday, or on Monday, because they went on Monday morning. On Monday, they told me that the pages did not fit, that it needed to have a bleed and the pages needed to be expanded. Now, I've never done anything with a full bleed before. This is my first full color project that I've ever done. So I just made the pages bigger to fit the format of the sizing. Tuesday morning, Ann Howard, who works for RA Comics Direct, messaged me, and she said, "So you made the pages bigger?" And I was just like, "Yeah." And she said, "So we need you to have it bleed, because otherwise, you've made the pages bigger, it's just going to trim, and it might trim off parts of the images that you really like." So I initially kind of got frustrated because I was just like, well, what do you want? I just kind of want the book done at this point, but I also want the book done to the best that it can possibly be done. I want it to look good, which is why we chose the newsprint, which is why I chose RA Comics Direct, which is why I took the extra time to go full color with it, and I mean color to every single page. So I told her, I was honest, I was like, this is my first time. Can you give me maybe a visual on what you mean? So she gave me a screenshot of the pages, and she's like, so this is your page, and this is where our trim is going to be. So here is an outline that goes outside of the boundaries of the page. This is where the image needs to extend to. And there were 6 or 7 pages that needed to have the full bleed on, because most of the rest of them stayed within the parameters of the paneling that I had made. So I was thinking to myself, I'm in for a long night. I'm going to have to redraw stuff. I'm going to have to add to a lot of things. Top onto that, on Sunday, I kind of, I popped my knee pretty good working out. So I was just like, I don't even know if I can do yoga, which I've come to start doing. My sister has moved back to Tucson. She's an instructor here at Mindful Yoga. And so I initially, total segue, I initially started going to yoga to be supportive, because my sister and I, our relationship has really changed. So I started going to Mindful Yoga, which I've gone to a handful of times beforehand. But I've actually started to really enjoy yoga and the challenges that it gives me, and even the restorative yoga, which she sometimes teaches, because it's one of those things where it's like meditation. It's very much like meditation. You get into a fixed pose, just like when you're sitting and you're meditating, and you're not actively doing anything. You're breathing. You're there with your thoughts. You're trying to create space between your thoughts and give yourself some relaxation, which is very, very difficult for me to do. When I go to bed, that's my relaxation, and that's really not how it works. So anyways, it kind of ties into this, because once I got that email, and I was just like, okay, I think I can do it. And I emailed her back, and I said, I'll work on them tonight. I'll resubmit them. She said, great. So again, still a little frustrated, but I decided to use the tools that I have. Now I'm at work, so I can't get up and just go for a run around the building, or lift weights, or, whatever. So I took my headset off, and I started breathing and using my meditation exercises, and was able to kind of calm myself down in a few minutes, and just said, this is what you got to do. You want the book to look as good as it can possibly be. That's just all there is to it. You need to accept that, and you need to put in the work to do it. Just like with the past 1,000 days of not drinking. Every time you've thought about wanting to have a drink, you haven't done it. Every time you've gotten anxious, you've done something to try to, work your way past that. So this is no different than that. So after work, I went to not meditation, but I went to yoga. Yoga was really good. It was really challenging. And hung out for a little while. I was really surprised how long I hung out with my sister, because I was really just planning on being like, I got a jet. But my sister ties into this in more so than just the yoga and the meditation, and me being able to use those tools to calm myself down, in knowing that you just have to do this is just par for the course kind of thing. My sister actually edited the book. She is an editor by trade. She went to school. She got a degree in journalism. She was a copy editor for years at the Arizona Republic, the Statesman Journal up in Oregon. And so I was just like, you know what? We raised enough money to print the books, but we also raised enough money that I can put the finer touches on it. So that's why I hired a translator to translate one page into Spanish. And I hired my sister to be the editor and check for spelling errors and punctuation and all that kind of stuff. And it worked out really well. And so that ties into the story and me coming home, grabbing my dinner, hunkering down, and getting to work on the pages. Now, two of the pages or three of the pages? Three of the pages are like ads, and they have solid colored borders. So all I had to do was essentially keep the page the same size, make the canvas bigger, and then fill in the canvas with the same color as those borders. One of them was just solid purple with writing on it. So then I just filled in the extra space on the canvas with that. So then it was only like 3, maybe 4 pages that I had to add the full bleed to, which I did. And the really cool thing is it's mostly just like one panel that breaks off. So it really wasn't a ton of work. I got it done in maybe an hour and a half, and just really, really satisfied that I got that done. Resubmitted those pages, redid the pagination, adding them in so that, they have everything. In the morning, I'm at work. I get a hit on my phone. I check it. It's an email from Ann Howard from RA Comics Direct, and she's like, the new pages look great. We're ready to work on the proof and send the proof out to you. And so I asked her, I was just like, so, we're already sending one proof of the regular cover. What would it cost to get, the extra, to get the sketch cover proof, just so I can check, the stock and stuff like that. And she gave me a quote on that. And I was just like, that's cool. Let's go ahead and do that. So she went and ran that. It was this morning. It was yesterday morning. I get a ping. Was it yesterday morning? I think it was. No, it was this morning. Sorry. Just thinking about the emails and when they came in. I get a hit from an email from RA Comics Direct, and it's my tracking number for the book. For the proofs coming in, and I'm super, super excited to be able to see them. I'll probably do an upload video about that as well. But wanted to give you an update and let you know the process. This weekend, there's actually a little mini event at Toys Inc. in the Tucson Mall. It's lower level in the Sears wing. And I wasn't going to do the event, but I decided, I'm going to have the proofs. The proofs will be here tomorrow based on the tracking information. So I'm going to go ahead and do that event so I can show off the book. And then maybe by next week, when I'm doing the reboot event at Toys Inc., when they reboot themselves as Harley's Collectibles, Toys and Comics. And it's really cool because Ronnie, the owner, actually ran an ad in issue 2 of the Bubba Patrol, and it's got the new logo with her dog Harley, standing up with a big cape on and everything. So it's perfect and it fits. Her dog is named Harley, and she's rebranding the store after her dog, which is awesome because it fits with comics and community. But it's also, got a lot to do with her love for her dog, which is a perfect fit for the second book. So I'm really glad that we were able to match up and really met Ronnie because my buddy Luis, he started a comic creators group here in Tucson. And he's also got one going a little bit in Phoenix, but he does the one here in Tucson primarily. The one in Phoenix kind of operates independently a little bit. And so we've been, since the beginning of November, we've been having our sessions at Toys Inc., which will now be Harley's collectibles, toys, and comics. And, you know, so it's a good sense of community. It's at a stationary place. It's not moving around like it was before. And just another really, really cool thing about it is I'm making new friends, other creators, other people who want to break into comics or who've done some stuff. There's a couple people who've published things already there, and people, a couple who are working on like web comics and stuff and are putting things out on a regular basis. So it's great to be able to just, basically we do like an intro where we all talk, you know, say what we're working on and stuff like that. But we also just, you know, sometimes bring supplies with us, write or draw or whatever. And like some people have already booted together and collaborated and are working on projects together, which is awesome, which is what the group is all about. That, and for me, you know, really recovering from a lot of social anxiety and not getting out and not doing anything for years and years and years because, especially because of the drinking, it means a lot. And making new friends and building that up is freaking awesome. So big ups to Arizona Comic Book Creators Group. You can check them out on Facebook if you want to be a part of the group. Just hit them up. You have to friend Luis Silva because it's a closed group. And check out Toys Inc., soon to be Harley's Comics, Harley's Collectibles, Toys and Comics. And come on out this weekend. It'll be Saturday and Sunday. I may only be there on Saturday, but it's going to be a lot of fun. It's free to attend. You can just like check out a lot of local artists, vendors, cosplayers, and just see what's going on. And it's kind of like a little mini convention. It's always something different going on at soon to be Harley's Collectibles, Toys and Comics. So I'm just waiting for tomorrow. Like, I can't wait to get out of work tomorrow so that I can be here when the FedEx truck arrives with the proofs. And I'll do another video and I'll show you guys what it looks like. But from now, I got to get some commissions done. I got to get some dinner because I just ran 3 miles and starting this year off right. That's what it's all about. I will talk to you guys later. Peace.